I'm here to welcome Joseph Jorizzo as the 2021 awardee for the Medical Derm Society's Lifetime Achievement Award. Joe and I have been friends since the early 1980s. We met at a meeting in South Carolina and became fast friends and began to work together, eventually publishing this textbook, which was our first edition in 1988. It went on to 5 editions, the most recent one being about 4 or 5 years ago when we published this version. Joe was born in Rochester, New York. He went to undergrad in medical school at Boston University before doing his internship and medical and dermatology residency at University of North Carolina. He then spent some time at St. John's in London, at which time after that he went to University of Texas Medical Branch and spent 6 years there on the faculty before becoming the chair of dermatology at Wake Forest University, where he still is on the faculty. As chair, he attracted a wonderful group of young physicians. He has been a supporter of young physicians throughout the years of his career and has stimulated and written articles with many, many of them. He has published widely. He has published 220 peer-reviewed articles in a variety of journals. He has served on many boards, including becoming the vice president of the American Academy of Dermatology. He's been on the residency review committee for dermatology. He is a consummate Italophile. In the background, you see that there's an archway, and that is an archway that is outside of Chiavari, which is in Italy, and is a place that Joe has an apartment. This is a first for me because this is a first for at least for the last 12 months, because for that last 12 months, since COVID became an issue, I haven't had the opportunity to wear a tie. But today, I put on a tie to welcome Joe into this group of distinguished physicians. And I chose this particular tie because knowing that Joe is an Italophile, I chose this one because it's a Valentino tie. And I believe I did get it on a trip to Italy at a time that Joe and I were actually together. I can't say that for certain because I also have bought Valentino ties here in the United States. In addition, I would raise a glass of wine to toast you and to welcome you to this as the awardee this year. But it's way too early in the morning. I'm doing this on Zoom and recording it in the morning. And so a glass of wine, a glass of scotch, or perhaps your preferred drink of limoncello just isn't appropriate at this time. I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere. People talk about that as being reasonable to drink, but instead, what I'm going to raise is this, a bottle of San Pellegrino to toast you. Now, I should tell you all a little story. Joe feels that he is able to tell the difference between the bubbles in this version of sparkling water compared to the bubbles in Perrier. I'm not that discerning. I can't do it. But he, being the consummate Italophile, is certainly able to veer to that process of choosing that. Anyway, Joe, I'm so happy that you were selected as the awardee for this year, and welcome to a distinguished group of physicians who have been given this award annually over the last 15 to 20 years. Congratulations.